Speaking of animation, the last thing we talked about was Thundercats War. Now we talk about Ralph Breaks the Internet. Well, this movie isn't that great. Of course, Rotten Tomatoes said, "Oh my god, Disney? That means it's a masterpiece." Of course, that's Rotten Tomatoes wanted. That's basically how they rate every Disney Pixar movie. You know, obviously, we all know Disney must pay them or something to give these movies good reviews, because it just seems that Disney movies are all the same. What Breaks the Internet is a movie that came out, it isn't that great. And it's funny how this is supposed to be a comedy movie, but I only laughed like 4, 5, or 6 times in a movie. When your movie is a supposed comedy and you only laugh like 5 to 6 times, especially at the jokes, yeah, your movie is not a comedy. It would be something else. It's not funny, so it's not a comedy in my eyes. So there we go. The plot basically is, if you really want to be spoiled of a 2-year-old movie that you've probably already seen, if your kids force you to watch it with you, well, oh, and also, oh God, how could else in this movie? That means, oh, please don't tell me that the feminist bod is gonna put. Oh, it's only when it runs in Wonder Woman 1984. Okay, we're safe then. That's good. We don't have to worry about, you know, the Wonder Woman 1984 bot will comment about Gal Gadot gets real about feminism. Like, nobody cares, okay? Nobody cares. It's a 3-year-old comment that he said, and you're really post spamming it across the internet. Annoying. But the plot of the movie is they put a new thing called Wi-Fi. They told you can't go to it because it's dangerous, it's new, and basically some people come in the game and they break the game because, well, it's all his fault. So they break the game, and the game is gonna be closed down in a week. And everybody gets depressed because it's happening until they find out that they have to go to the internet. And basically, they go find the thing. They have to pay a certain amount of money to get it back. They go to this guy, you know, who basically wants you to get rich by playing games. And basically, they go to this game that's basically like the game called Twisted Metal. Basically, it's basically because they couldn't get the copyright for Twisted Metal, they basically made up their own thing, and basically they tried to get the girl's car, and of course they failed, and then they found out they can make money other ways on the internet by, going on another site and getting hearts for some other site, and basically, make a bunch of annoying and horrible memes. The only good one was the Bob Ross one. That was the only good one. But all the rest are like, what? Like a screaming goat? You're absolutely serious? You think that, and of course that's a 2-year-old trend. And yeah, this movie already feels dead because most of these trends, except for Bob Ross, is completely outdated. Nobody really cares, okay? These are old trends, absolutely. And of course, we have a scene where Ralph gets depressed because he saw the main comments on the internet. Okay, like, oh yes, we all know you shouldn't read the internet comments. We all know you shouldn't read the internet comments, or else you might feel bad about yourself. Or about how he basically feels so bad at the end because the girl like the new game. So guess what? He goes to the dark net and gets a virus to basically destroy the game. It's and then basically the virus ends up destroying the whole internet, and Ralph has to save the internet by telling the virus that it's okay, you don't have to cling on, basically a typical Disney family friendly message. And yeah, the best scene of the movie does play where all the princesses go work together to save Ralph from, crashing into the ground. Even though he's a video game character, he basically falls from buildings all the time, so he didn't really need saving because basically the game, well, he gets defeated by, at the end of the game, he falls off a building and gets hurt and goes back to his, place in the side of the game. And yep, this movie isn't that great, essentially. I'll give it a 6 out of 10. It has a few good scenes, the story, the ending's at least decent, but it's not a comedy, it's not that great, and it's not a 88% as Rotten Tomatoes tells you it is. So I would give this movie a 6 out of 10. It isn't that great. There's other better movies of 2018 that I can easily name off the top of my head. There was Rampage that came on the same year. How do I watch that? There was Crazy Rich Asians that also came out the same year. Oh, but you're naming live action movies. What about animated movies? Well, there was Spider Verse that came out. And type of animated movies that I also found funny. Well, here are some surprising suckers, and these movies all got bad reviews and except for some of them didn't. But both of the Angry Birds movies, the Sonic the Hedgehog movie was more entertaining and more better than this movie. The Fifth Ice Age movie was better. I found that movie more entertaining. Heck, gave this movie the same score I gave the Boss Baby. Okay, the freaking Boss Baby is on the same level as this movie. And even then, I found that movie more entertaining, and I thought the story was just kind of just bland. So there we go. That's it about Both Breaks the Internet. It isn't really that great. I give it a 6 out of 10. It's still at least at least we have all the good parts, like the animation's still good. There's some pretty good references in the movie, pretty good Easter eggs, and at least the ending is good. But that's all. That's basically it. That's basically it about this movie. Goodbye.